Good noonday, kids. This is Grandma Freeman, and this first day of January, I spent all morning balancing my budget for December. And I just wanted to show you, last year, I used this home office budget book that I bought. I think it was at Office Depot, and I liked it. It was good, but the only thing is that it spans across 2 pages for each month. And as I get towards the end of the month, I find it difficult to stay on the right line where I'm, whatever I'm paying. If I go out and buy anything, I put that under a miscellaneous, or if it's a medical expense or anything like that, I have a line for it, and a line for income. And instead of going out and buying a new one this year, I decided to just go and track my expenditures, and anything I buy, I can write in this ledger over here. I'm going to move this because I'm not going to use it again this year. And I write at the top there, I write the month and the year. And then you can see in here I've got method of payment and the date, the payee. And that gives me plenty of room to write the name of the store or company that I'm sending or paying money to. And then I have cash or credit and those lines. And I do total those separate, because the credit I may not be paying out of, actual cash that same month. But the cash would also be the payments to the companies that I have credit with. But I did already have this. Seems kind of complicated. This is a budget tracker. So, and this was from the Women's Day magazine. And it's 2 pages, front and back here. And at the top one is your income, and that includes the taxes that you would pay on your income to both Social Security and your state tax. And then you would total those, and then you'd take, let's see, home pay. You'd minus the total from what? Oh, well, anyhow, I didn't need to use that because I don't pay taxes for my income. I'm on Social Security, and I'm actually below the poverty line. But I do know that I pay out a lot, and in order to get through each month, I need to have a budget and try to stick to it so that I don't have to go over the budget. And I try to go under my budget so that I have extra money for anything that may pop up during the month. And also for like car repairs, anything that I have left over after I do my budget will go into that fund. So I don't know, I may not have any repairs or anything like that, but I can carry that money over and put it in the bank so that I do have something to take care of those unexpected expenses. Now this one is, it's got the income, and then down here it has living expenses, and then at the bottom of each of these different categories, it has the total, like total housing expenses, and then take-home pay at the bottom of that one, and then a total income there. And then, and then it goes down to food, and they have restaurant expenses and food and supplies. And anything you buy, you don't have to break that down into, like soaps and things like that. You just can include that in, especially if you shop for both incidentals and food at the same store. And then it has clothing and personal care, and that is something I don't spend a lot of money on because I don't get my hair done. I do it myself, whether it looks perfect or not. And then this next category is transportation, and then recreation, and then medical expenditures, doctor and dental, and then this is insurance expenditures. When I added this up, I was shocked to find out that I spend about I forget now. Well, let me think. Okay, approximately $660 $2.98 for insurance expenditures. If that gets up to $666, I'm really going to get scared. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. And then down here is other expenditures. And there are things, that you have child care, education, and then others. And let's see if I can, total expenditures. And then you subtract line K from line D, which is, okay, well, I don't understand that perfectly. But anyway, and then you have your total expenditures, and then you have your income available for savings. That would be to put money aside for car expenses like repairs, so that you can see the difference, that you didn't actually spend it on car repairs and that you're saving it for that purpose. So, but the thing is, it's most important. Well, this is okay. Let me just show you here the budgeted amount right there, the actual spending, and the difference, whether it's a plus or minus. Like if you go under what you budgeted for, then you would have a plus, and then the amount. If you go over it, you would have a minus, and then the amount that you have gone over your budget. And some of this I can actually write down as an actual almost, because it's set every month. Like, for example, a car payment or any payment, like my insurance payments, they're set each month. So, and about 6 of the items come out of the bank through a withdrawal by the insurance company or whatever. And so I list those at the top. I didn't before, but it gets confusing when you have to remember day by day, well, what do I have to pay today? So I started listing them starting today at the top, and I have 6. And there's 5, what do you call it? Withdrawals and that are automatic, and then 1 debit that's automatic, and they come out. And so I'm listing those at the top so I don't forget, and then I have to also subtract that from my checking account. And so I can go back and check and, write the date in when they come out and make sure that I don't have any problems when I go to reconcile my checkbook. So I find this is very important. This is called the expenditure. This is a journal, and I have been using it for years, and I did use it last year, and I would kind of, that way I had to total 2 different books of my expenditures, and it never seemed to add up. I don't know what it was. Maybe there was something I left out of this book, or I'm not sure what it was. But anyhow, this is the better way. And because I have room to write who I'm paying for, and it's all together, you can see exactly, what I paid. It's all on the same line, and it's not spread across a whole book or 2 pages. So this is what I'm going to do this year, and I'm using this. I've never used this one before. I had another one, but I used up every page of that one last year, or the year before last, and then I didn't have anything to copy to make 12 more pages. But this one I have plenty to get me through the year, and I'm using, there are 2 pages. I showed you the front where you have the expenditures, and what is this one? Okay, that's the second page. Okay, you have the wages and salaries and your taxes, and then you have your personal living expenses, and food, clothing. Yeah, these are the categories. Transportation, and that includes purchase, payments, gas, tolls, parking, automobile registration, tags, stickers, repairs, other transportation expenses, maybe fines. And this one here is recreation, medical expenditures, and insurance. Oh my gosh, I couldn't believe that. And then other expenditures. And it's really difficult. I tried going to, canceling one insurance policy and getting another one. But the first year you pay less, but then it goes up. But I am going to try to get new automobile insurance because I want to get an in-state company. Right now, my insurance is coming from out of state, and it's a good insurance company. It's Hartford through AARP. But I think I'm going to look around at least and see if I can do better because it has climbed steadily every year, and I just don't want to pay all that money for insurance. I know it's important to have insurance. Automobile is mandatory. We have to have automobile insurance, and whether we insure the car itself, when you have an older car, you might drop that because what good would it do you to get it repaired? You might as well get a new car and or a good used car. But anyhow, I'm keeping the car I have. It's already, I think it's over 10 years, 13, 14 years old already. But I'm going to keep it until I absolutely have to change over. And I don't know, I may not drive after I get to the point where I don't feel right doing it. So I'm not going to purchase another car at this point. And anyway, this is the way I'm keeping track of my budget. And it works pretty well. It keeps me frugal and trying to stay within my budget. There are things, sometimes, I need something and I'll get it, but then I have to add a new budget line and make sure I make my payments. So thanks for watching, kids. Please like and subscribe. I hope this helped you to think about it. I don't want to show you my numbers because it's personal, and that won't help you and may shock you. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. Happy New Year. Bye now.